Oh, it's fucking touchscreen, you asshole!
That's one way to start off this behind the scenes. What's up, everybody? It's Camo Demon 78 coming at you with behind the scenes number 2, and we got a not so happy camper right here because he's seeing my 4K 60 FPS camera for the first time in action.
Yeah, well, I'm stuck on a fucking S21. That's the only fucking form of camera I have other than a goddamn GoPro. They can't do as good as video quality as this thing can.
He keeps saying, oh, money bags, lucky you. But
yeah,
in reality, I'm not so lucky because of the aspect of I'm making payments on this camera still. I probably still have well over $1,000 to go. I went the payment route so that way I could have it now, use it now, but be able to pay later. Not the best idea, but it's something that works. I told him to do the same thing. He's like, oh, well, I don't have the money to go and do that. I don't have the money to pull out payments every now and then. Oh, don't dude me, motherfucker.
This is literally what you say. Like I got screwed by a horse when it comes to payments.
That's your own damn problem. Maybe if you didn't go to college, that wouldn't have fucking been a playful factor in all your damn shit. Maybe if you didn't have to run up credit cards like you damn did, you wouldn't have that problem.
And you're the one talking, running up fucking credit cards.
Oh,
hence
please.
The camera.
I didn't. This had nothing to do with a credit card, actually. This was bought on an interest-free loan, so.
It's called a firm.
Either which way. I mean, most people watching this probably know what a firm is anyway, so.
Still typically a credit card.
It's not a credit card, it's a loan. I don't even have a card for it.
Very similar, though, but besides the point.
Whatever. So, he's here. We're filming stuff for Christmas. I haven't really done a lot of filming. I've been working for this Joker for probably the better part of 8 hours, if not more. Because here's a little behind the scenes for you guys. I've been working on stuff for his YouTube channels. So here's his one YouTube channel. His Wildlands Tech and Entertainment. And then the second one, if I can get it to pop up here, his new Wildlands Outdoors channel. And what I mean by is I've been working on this, I'm literally meaning I'm working on most of it. Like this whole banner, I created that. The profile picture, I created that. This channel, the banner, I created that. The profile picture, I also created that. So that's 4 items for this I did for him. All the video description, the friggin' links, all that. Helped and customize that with him. Same thing for this channel. Same thing. Links, all that. Helped him do all that. So there is all that. And then basically earlier he went through, put everything on his security, 2-factor authentication, all that stuff. And now I've basically just been sitting here tidying up for the night doing this. And then later on I can start showing him what I've learned in my first year of content creation. And he could start applying it to his video editing, his video thumbnails, all that good stuff. So
a little bit of behind the scenes kind of shit. And we've been actually, this is a little bit of a side tangent, but this kind of also does come down to some of the shit that we've talked about behind the scenes. He does better at video editing than I do, and I will definitely say I've seen some of the shit he does. He actually does pretty damn fucking well. Definitely a lot better than I do. But from something that he has told me in the past, that a lot of us have our own niches as to what we do. He does a lot better with the video editing. I'm a lot better with the streaming. Which is why, like, streaming tech related shit, this is the reason why I have him do some of the shit that I just cannot stand doing. And even he will tell you exactly that.
Yeah, he's not wrong, because literally, like I said, most of the stuff I literally did myself. Like, I'm doing it quotes, professionalizing like a lot of this stuff here. Like, for example, his video description. I went through and every single word I capitalized the first letter, I put punctuation where it needed to be, the whole 9 yards, yada yada yada. So there is all that. Yeah, this damn camera. It's new, still learning to use it. Okay. Yeah, I went through, did all that. Like I said, I made all his thumbnail stuff, or not his thumbnail stuff, his banner, his profile picture, because I had to do that with my second channel for my brand split, because that's essentially the same thing he's doing here. Brand split. He's splitting off into 2 channels because...
I've already done it once, but this is the second time I've done it.
Yes, kind of, but not exactly. Brand splitting because algorithms on not only YouTube, but also social media, yeah, can't talk. Said this before, you guys know it. Algorithms on YouTube and social media, they don't like when you pair vlogs or videos of this type next to gaming, and for him it's gaming and tech. So that's why we both have to sit here and deal with a brand split, which sucks. It's more to manage, more to do behind the scenes, but once you get it down pat and kosher, it's basically as simple as clicking between them and you're good to go.
Also, it doesn't help with the fact that one of the major things that YouTube did right at the beginning of 2025 was that when they changed the algorithm, it started to push a lot of the searches towards already well-established content creators. And then when they also redid it to whatever this new algorithm is, Trevor can explain more of that. I believe he's mentioned it in one of his videos, but basically, if you go back 3 or 4 years, you could get away with having multiple genres in one.
So let me set this up on the tripod so I can get both of us in shot here. So something like that, basically. So basically what he's saying in terms of the algorithm, YouTube's new algorithm is what they classify as SEO, or search engine optimization, for its full title. How it basically works is there's like 5 different key things that have to all go into the factor for everything to work properly. One of the main things is, when it comes to the video itself, your thumbnail has to be eye-catching, and then the video title has to be also eye-catching for what you're making a video of. And then also when it comes to the aspect of the video itself, your starting like catchphrase or hook, as they call it, has to be catching to the viewer or the audience. And basically from there, what it comes down to is there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff within the account that you have to set, like your description of the channel, your upload defaults for each individual video's description. You have to set that where the description of the channel and the upload default of the video, they basically got to coincide with each other. So basically you got to sit there and you got to explain what your channel is, what type of content you'll be bringing, all this and that. Then once all that comes into play side by side next to each other, all that, the whole 9 yards, the YouTube algorithm will then be able to coincide everything and be able to gather what type of content you make. And then from there, once that happens, it will finally be able to start pushing your content to the right type of audience. Which is, again, why, if you've ever heard me say it before, I think it's absolutely stupid you have to do it this way, especially when you get even more in-depth and you find out you have to do something called strategic targeting, which is exactly what I explained when it comes down to the SEO stuff with the description, having to pair it with your channel, your channel's description. You have to pair it with the video description, you have to pair it with the thumbnail, the title of the video, the hook, and all that of the video. You have to pair all this together for that, which it's all stupid, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. You can't change it, there's nothing you can do about it but to just attempt to utilize it and get it to basically work if you achieve so. Now, depending on the way you go about it, whether you invest in one of those things that help you understand learning YouTube and being able to take off more, or if you're doing it naturally like us two are, we learn at our own pace, we do things in our own way, and we just grow naturally and slowly on our own time frame. Basically, the way we do it is we put out shorts videos and let the video itself that we're putting out grow naturally, and then the shorts videos, we post it to our short section on YouTube, or we post it on our social medias to push our audience there. And then for him, because he does like, what is it, essentially 1, 2, 3, you do like 4 different types of things.
Yeah, I do tech, gaming,
VR streaming.
Yeah, VR streaming, VR content.
And then outdoor vlogs.
Yeah, and a lot of different types of outdoor stuff. See, and one of the things is that if you go back 3 or 4 years, YouTube never had that. You could have literally an all-in-one channel. Like you could do outdoors, tech, gaming in one channel. If you did a little bit of VR content, you probably would be best maybe having the VR stuff on a different channel. So you'd only have to manage 2 channels instead of now having to manage like 7 or 8 to be able to actually even remotely grow a following if you don't follow this clickbait bullshit of what is modern YouTube.
Yeah. And literally, if you see both mine and his early videos on YouTube, on his Wildlands Tech and Entertainment page, which is now technically Wildlands Tech and Entertainment, but the profile picture says Wildlands Tech and Gaming. On his page there, and then my main page, which is this one that you guys see, just Camo Demon 78. If you check a lot of our early videos on both of those channels, you will see that it's a mixture of everything, because that's what we were starting out as. And that was before we went with Brand Split, which is what we're working on now. That's what we were doing, because we thought that it would end up working, but it doesn't. So now we have to go with Brand Split, and we have to micromanage 2 YouTube accounts and then manage their social media genres there, and then grow the following there. Which my main channel, which is this one that you guys are watching this on, I'm up to, God, I can't believe it's already been a year and I'm already up to 55 subscribers, which I was hoping to honestly be farther than what I am now, but with 2025 being my learning year, with 2025 me learning how the search engine and the algorithm works, it didn't go as planned. And then with him, he's doing absolutely amazing, especially because he's doing streaming. He's up to what, 2,500 followers on TikTok?
Almost 2,500 on my one main TikTok account that I do.
On his TikTok account, Stellaris VR, where he does VRC streaming.
I never suspect. See, that's the thing. When I picked up the whole aspect of, now this is kind of going off a bit of a tangent, but it's still kind of a good thing to explain. I never picked up doing streaming because I wanted to. I picked up doing streaming because I saw it as a different way of actually engaging with my community and growing a community. The thing is, I didn't want to actually do it on camera in person just because I didn't feel comfortable doing that. Being behind a camera, I'm perfectly okay with. But being behind a camera live, no. So I picked up the aspect of doing it as a VRC stream because it's something I could already naturally do. And I was comfortable with the aspect of doing VR, stuff like that. It was absolutely amazing. Loved it. It coincided with the aspect I was a gamer. So I figured, why not just do it as basically, instead of me being on camera, it's my avatar. And for some odd reason, that shit just blew up. So then next thing you know, within a matter of 4 or 5 months, I went from having like 500 followers to over 2,000. And then within the last like month, I picked up the other 400.
Little behind the scenes, that you guys probably would have never known about unless we made this video, which we're making right now. Fun fact, and I'm not usually the type of person, I don't brag. I don't brag about nothing. Matter of fact, I will actually express it in this way. I care more about others than I care about myself, which is why I like to take care of the people that I like to take care of. And this guy, and even he can attest, and sometimes he doesn't like to, but he knows it's the truth, I've taken care of him in more ways than anyone can ever perceive to be imaginable. And what I mean like that, what I mean by that is I've given this guy more things than the average person is willing to give away $10. And I'm talking about I gave away, in a 12-year time span, I probably helped him with, oh God, I don't even think I could put in a number at this point. But, fun fact, the VR headset that he uses for his VR,
right over there on the shelf.
which his VR headset, which is right here at that he's got.
Yep.
This thing, I purchased this. He didn't pay a damn dime in it. I purchased it, and I purchased all the accessories for it. So technically speaking, for me taking care of him, purchasing this for him, he wouldn't have got there without my help, which I'm not bragging. I'm just saying in that aspect, I was taking care of him and looking out for him in that aspect. Mm-hmm. And then I gotta say, I'm absolutely proud to say this. He took an investment that I paid for him, and he absolutely capitalized on it, and he made it worth its while. Matter of fact, this thing has more than paid for itself, and he hasn't even had it for what? Not even a year? Maybe 6 months?
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically 6 months, and I turned that around in the aspect of it basically grew what the following I have.
Yeah. He literally blew it out of the park with the investment in that. That's what? $300? That thing cost?
Yep.
And literally, he probably paid for it with, in 6 months. It literally paid for itself.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where I'm going to end this video, guys. You guys already know how this works. If you've seen my vlogs on this camera before, it's giving me the overheat setting, but that's just a normal. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like the type of content that you see on this channel, please consider subscribing. Subscribe to The Madness. I greatly appreciate it. Check out his channels. I will leave links in the description for that. Check out my new gaming channel. I will also leave that link in the description as well. Again, we're working on brand split. And as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.